Hi, welcome to Other's Legacy Farm. Today is about apples. And Claire and Miss P's helping. Say hi.
Can you say hi?
Hi. So, it's probably going to be a 2-day process. We got 2 bushels of apples. So, what are we making?
Well, what kind of apples did we get?
We got JNA Gold.
Yes. I don't know what that is, but there was about 12 different kinds, and I just got what Mamaw got, so.
So, we're going to start today with apple butter. We're going to make applesauce. I'm not going to can any applesauce.
Yeah.
Because I've got some from leftovers, but Claire wants it.
Yes.
We're going to make
Apple pie filling?
apple pie filling. And then we're going to use the scraps and we're going to make some cider vinegar.
Ooh, that's a surprise to me, but I'm excited because that's some good stuff.
So, we've washed some of the apples. We're going to get started. What we're going to do is just cut them up, put them in this pan with some water to get them softened, and we're going to put them through the strainer. So, this ought to be interesting. So, we'll be back in a few. All of it. Oh, good job. Thank you.
Paisley!
We're cooking these down now. Oh, you're going to stir? Okay.
Yay! Good job!
Okay, let's put them on the stove. Okay, we've got the apples in a pot. They're boiling so we can get them soft so we can run them through the strainer.
Okay, so we strained the water from the apples on the stove. They're now really soft. We're gonna put them in the strainer and make some applesauce.
Yeah, we went up to Amish Country yesterday
Yes.
and spent the day because we went to Hillcrest Orchard, which if you're in that area, go to it. It's a really...
Yep. I
And
think, well, we spent $23 on...
we got it, each got a bushel of apples and a gallon of apple cider, which is really good.
It is really good. We got, I think maybe I've had it for 24 hours, and I think half of it's gone, so... Ooh.
And then, then we went to the thrift store.
Yes. When you have a little extra money to spend, just go on up to Amish Country, because you'll find exactly what you didn't know you needed.
Okay, and then we went to the Bend and Dent store.
Yes. And that's really a fun place. That's really a fun place. I've never been there before, but Mamaw was talking very highly of it, and it exceeded my expectation.
The only thing is they don't take cards.
Yeah.
So you have to pay
They don't
cash,
take cards.
or I think it said check. And then we went
Well, we went to...
to Mount Hope to the bulk store.
Yes. And then we went to the diner to eat, downtown diner. It was really good. Okay, me and Papa got Reuben and fries, and Mama got a BLT. All of it was really good. Paisley got chicken tenders, which she loved, of course, but we all loved the fries.
They've got like a little coating on them.
It's good. It's like a seasoning, and I don't know what they use, but it's really good. But on our way in there, we saw. I was talking on our way up, like, oh, I really want to find like an antique, like solid wood high chair for Paisley. We saw 2 going into the diner, and so I was talking about it the whole time, and I'm like, you guys.
Well, the antique barn or whatever it's called
Yeah.
is hooked right next to the
Yeah,
diner.
so when we were walking in to eat, we saw them. I couldn't decide which one I wanted, so I convinced Mamaw and Papa to go inside and look at them. Papa and I were walking around upstairs, and we found a couple, and you know, this one had this problem, and, you know, we didn't like this one, and that one didn't have a tray. Well, then we came across the one, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it. Papa looked at the price and said, well, it's 85 bucks. And I'm like, no, I don't want to spend that. So anyways, we're like, well, let's keep looking. So we walk around the whole place. We don't see anything else. And I'm like, all right, Papa. And then I said, you know what, Papa? I said, you only live once. He said, no, you don't. You only die once. You live forever. And I said, okay, well, true. But you only spend $85 on a high chair once. So we got the high chair.
It's a Jenny Lynn.
It's a Jenny Lynn, yes. It's really pretty. And actually, fun fact, I got Paisley's toddler bed from a garage sale for $5. Or, no, I don't even think it was $5, actually.
I think it was $5, price $5.
Price $5, but I think I ended up giving her like $2 and quarters. And so, yeah, you guys...
Because it was missing screws or something.
It was missing screws, so all I did was order them off Amazon. I've been getting everything secondhand, and everything's just made so much better, so yes. That was our fun day yesterday. And now we are making all the stuff, all the things from the apples we got, so. All right, well, we have to have at least 12 quarts. Right, Mamaw?
To fill the roaster.
To fill the roaster. So I will be back here soon. We've got more apples on the stove that are softening. So I will be back when I'm done with that.
Okay, we're back today. We had a roaster full of applesauce. Cooked it all night. Used the immersion blender on it. There's sugar, cinnamon, cloves, and vanilla, a little bit of salt added to it. So we put these in sterilized jars. And they're water bathed.
For 5 minutes, right?
For 5 minutes. This is the first time I've done it in a roaster, and didn't turn out as dark as, and we do it a 1/4 inch headspace. Wipe the brim, put a lid on, finger tight. So, you want to do some?
Mm-hmm.
Let me hold her.
Sure.
We also, this morning, George peeled some apples for me. We've sliced them up. This is for the apple pie. We put all the scraps in there. That's going to be for apple cider vinegar.
Uh-oh. I feel like she's eating in every single video. She's always eating. It smells so good.
So we used up 1 bushel of apples. We'll start on the 2nd bushel.
Okay, so now we're gonna can some applesauce. We've got pint jars here, heated up. So we made this applesauce yesterday, so we just stuck it on the stove so that we could heat it up. And now we're gonna stick it in in our jars. We're gonna leave a 1/4 inch headspace.
After this is done, you've got applesauce and our apple cider vinegar to make.
Okay. And this applesauce is so good. I don't know if it was like the type of apples that we got, but we did not add anything to sweeten it. It seriously tastes so good. Mamaw was talking about how people add Red Hots, is it? To add like some cinnamon flavor. I think that's really, I mean, that sounds really good to me. We don't have any Red Hots, so we won't be trying that today, but I really like that idea. I think I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna go get some more apples, so I'm gonna try that. I'll let you know how it goes. But we are going to water bath can these these go in for 15 minutes.
We still probably have 3/4 of a bushel yet to do, but we may not get them all done today. I'm tired.
Mamaw's tired. I always overfill it a little bit on accident.
Finish these up.
All right, so we're gonna finish these up, and then I will get back to you when they come out of the water bath canner.
Okay, we're back now. She got her applesauce all done. So we're going to do the apple pie filling. We have 5 cups of apple juice and 2.5 cups of water. Put it in. Okay, 5.5 cups. I'm using brown sugar because it's caramel apple pie filling. So 5.5 cups of sugar. 1.5 cups of clear gel. Okay, get that all mixed together. Bring that to a boil. And the cinnamon, let me put cinnamon in it. Okay, we'll bring this over to the stove, bring it to a boil, and then we'll add a cup of lemon juice.
Okay, so it thickened up, and we're just gonna pour. Ooh.
You fold them in.
Huh?
You fold them in.
Is that what this is called?
No, that's called punching them in.
How do you fold them in?
Fold is like gently use a spatula or a spoon.
This here, ladies and gentlemen, is folding them in.
And then we'll put them in the jars. It calls for a 1-inch headspace, but if I remember correct, they siphoned really well. So we're going to leave just a hair more than 1 inch. Okay, the apple pie filling's in the canner for 25 minutes. So now we're going to do the apple cider vinegar. And we've got here all the scraps that we've used. So we're going to fill our jars up. It's the peels and the cores. About 2/3 of the way through. And then we're going to put apple cider in it. If you use water, you can also do it with water. That's called apple scrap vinegar. I've made that in the past. Put the apple cider. And then we'll take, because you want to make sure all the apples stay below the liquid. So I'm just taking a baggie and I'm going to fill it with water.
Oh. Ew.
Okay, and then we'll take a coffee filter. And then we're going to let it sit for 2 to 3 weeks. We'll strain it off and then let it sit again. Hopefully it will form a mother. That's all there is to that. So, I want to thank you for hanging out with us today. Hope you enjoyed something. Hope you learned something. But we're hot. We're tired.
And we used almost 2 bushels of apples.
Well, you're going to take a bushel home. What are you making with that?
I'm going to do some more
Apple butter?
apple butter, yeah. And some
So we used about 1.5 bushels, and so far we've gotten, 8 apple butters, 8 applesauce. I've got 7 in there. There's enough to do 7 more apple pie fillings, or 2 half-gallon jars, apple cider vinegar. So all we got left to do is clean up. So thanks for watching.
Happy fall!
Like, comment, share.
Stay bright.
Bye-bye.